What's up, Internet? Rich Malachy here, Season 2, Episode 3 of The Care Factor. Welcome. We are here today with Angel Quiroz of Malachy Parts and Service now, the media manager, media guru here.
That's right.
Putting it all together as I drop my chair. So today we are going to switch gears a little bit and talk a little bit about media and digital and the food equipment world and how it all ties together.
The future.
So before we start, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about who you is?
So we met at a Bayonne Chamber of Commerce, right, where we were just kind of hanging out there and just listening to some good people talk about, you know, what the business world was going to be like, entrepreneurship and all that stuff. And then I was running my own company. I was running Angel Media Branding. I had maybe 6 or 7 different clients that I was doing social media for. I was propping out their digital content. I was planning out all of their social strategy, and I was doing their Facebook ads, graphic design, whatever you could think of that they needed to do, even websites.
Everything.
Yeah, everything that you could think of. And from there, we just kind of started working together. I think I did a video for your, Christmas party last year? And that was the first video we did. And then little by little, we just started working together more frequently until it got to a place where we saw the need in this market. We were like, yo, we need to do something about it. So that's where we are now.
Yeah. And as the year progressed last year, some opportunities arose. We kind of reconnected to do something else and kind of said, you know what, let's go full speed ahead. There is a major need for this in the industry, and you know it's a niche market. Yeah. In respects, I mean it's a huge industry, but you know it's really condensed down to the people that are in it.
Right.
So that does give us a smaller market, but a massive market in the sense that
what I've noticed is that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a really tight knit industry. Very tight. Everybody knows each other, and everything is kind of interlaced and interlocked. So when it comes to digital stuff and creating content, it has to be really multifaceted because there's going to be a whole bunch of different people coming from different perspectives that are going to be watching it.
Yeah, I mean the different sectors. You know, you have the manufacturer at the top, right? Then you got the reps, then you got the dealers, then you got the service company, then you got the end user. Right. And you know, we all tie in together because you know, at the end of the day, we're all kind of pulling from that same end user in each of our respective markets. Right. So we all, you know, everything that we're doing matters. You know, it matters what the reps do and matters what the dealers do, and we all kind of play off each other to a certain extent.
So then, how do we make content how do we make content that is structured in a way that's entertaining enough for all of them, but then at the same time is like functional for them, gives value to them? You know, like how do we even come up with something like that?
Well, for us, we have I don't want to downplay any part of the industry. Not that anybody's important. I do feel that, and maybe because I'm in this sector, the service part of it is probably the most important piece to the puzzle, because we're kind of in touch and connected to everything more so than anyone else, even the end user. So when we put the videos out, you know, we have the technicians. You know, we're showing installation. We could show equipment deliveries coming in and getting them back out. Because there's so many. Even though it might seem insignificant, everything is so important to see how things arrive to where they come from the time that something's sold. You know, we could talk to the manufacturers and talk about how they're marketing things and talk to the rep and see how they're working with the dealer network. And, you know, by showing what we're doing on a daily basis is of value to them all. Because at the end of the day, they're selling equipment, but the reps are out there, they're selling service. They're like, hey, you got one year warranty, you got 2-year warranty service. They're selling us. We're the intricate part. When that goes down, it's not if, it's when it goes down. We have to be there. So showing all this and marketing it properly for everyone to understand the importance of what we do, and it really all, you know, for what they do matters too. Everything that they're doing matters.
Right. So we have to come up with like a creative way to highlight all aspects of that surrounding our own content, pretty much, which I think is the crazy part. And that's been the most fun, honestly. Like, that's why I think the vlogs are so much fun, because you're getting to see everything in action. Like, you're going in there and you're talking to, let's say, the manager of the kitchen, or you're talking to the chef, and you'll get to experience every aspect of the industry within like one little vlog. It's 10 minutes, but it's jam-packed full of what the industry looks like. You're getting to spec out new equipment, doing all this kind of cool stuff.
What you said, what the industry looks like. So a lot of times we're sitting in our offices or we're at a conference and a show, and that is essentially the outside of what the actual business is.
Right.
So when we walk into these kitchens, that's actually the business. You know, these chefs that are cooking on it, the line cooks, the customers
their
using
opinions are always very potent too. Like, they have very finite opinions. Like, I like this equipment, I don't like this equipment. Yeah, like, this stuff has lasted me 10 years, this stuff hasn't lasted me freaking 2 months.
Yeah.
They're very like straightforward about it, and they're not afraid to share it with you at all.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, me being kind of, new in here, like, you'll walk in and you're like, oh, I'm from Malachy, and then they hear like the parts and service, and you're almost like superheroes to them. Like, oh, you're here to freaking fix that kitchen.
Thank God.
Like, we've been like down for whatever amount of time.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see that, and like we have some of that footage too, which I think is fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and no. So what are we doing here, Angel? We're trying to put the food equipment industry on the map. You see Mike Rowe out there. We mentioned him a lot. We tag him in a lot of things we're doing. We want to get Mike Rowe's attention.
Mike.
So, yeah, I mean, we want, because we he obviously has a big voice, a big stage. We'd love to get in touch with him to help us promote it. And we're talking about promoting the industry, but we're also talking about influencing. What is a food equipment influencer is what we talk about all the time.
So, in the traditional sense, right, an influencer is just somebody that has the attention of the desired audience. Plain and simple. It used to be celebrities.
Let's give an example to these fine folks listening on celebrity terms.
Yeah.
Who's a big one online right now?
So like let's take like old school, because I feel like that would be really applicable. Old school, who was the biggest influencer? Freaking Brett Favre. Like that was influencer. And then like when he would score a touchdown or like win in the Super Bowl, he would shout out, I don't know, after this I'm going to McDonald's, or I'm going to Disney World. Yeah. Right? And that's influencer status at its prime, when people were still discovering how much celebrity and how much attention from an audience meant. Now everybody has that accessibility, and it's more niched, and it's on a micro level. But at the same time, you're speaking directly to people that care about you. So in my opinion, like working with you, I feel like there's this unique audience that you can build, and everybody can build depending on where you are. Manufacturers can do it. Anybody within this industry can do it. You have this ability to be able to use your audience to generate whatever form of outcome you want, whether that be financial, whether that be new clients, whether that whatever the case may be. And I think it's so interesting that this industry hasn't utilized that more, because it's a behind the scenes industry. Yeah. But like that just speaks volumes, because like dirty jobs and stuff like that is such a behind the scenes thing, and it's so mainstream, and it's so desired because people like to see people work.
Yeah. I mean, and that's kind of what, we talk about dirty jobs for us. Not that we're dirty jobs, but we're kind of bringing you into these situations to show you the hard work that's happening. And, because we talk about skilled trades. Right. We're talking about gold collar stuff. And to put that, to the forefront now in an industry that's just really, like you said, nothing's happening. It's kind of stagnant. Right. I mean, listen, I'm not to take. There are manufacturers, there are people out there starting to get into the game. Yeah, we see it. Yeah, but they're doing great. This is a wide open field. This is the ground floor. Right. And we're here. I want to be a pioneer in this industry, in this business, in the digital world of this business. That's why we're doing all this. Exactly. I want to be a food equipment influencer for you in my market, and depending on maybe in a national level at some point. Who knows? Right. So who would be the desired, I guess, sponsor or I guess financial backing for something like that? Because the way an influencer usually works is you have the voice or the person that has the attention,
and then you have somebody giving them a message to influence with, right?
Exactly.
So who would that be ideally?
So, I mean, I don't know if we should name names. I mean, we're not talking bad about anybody here.
No, or even just in general. Like, is it manufacturers?
Yeah,
Is it
everyone.
Everyone. Okay.
Anyone who wants to be seen. Anyone who wants their brand, their equipment, their business, whatever it might be that they want people to see. That's what you come to someone like myself at this point in this industry to say, hey, XYZ Association, XYZ Manufacturer, XYZ Magazine, XYZ Service Company, XYZ Rep, Dealer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
You know, we want to be on the forefront of your podcast right now.
Right.
You know, XYZ Manufacturer, we put something right here.
Right.
Put something right there. I got your hat on. I got your shirt on. I'm doing 30 to 60 second talks about them throughout the thing. We're posting on IG. We're posting on LinkedIn. We're posting. And of course, that comes with a fee, right? Because that's what the influencers are working.
Or an exchange of value.
Or an exchange of value as well.
Of some sort. Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of what it is. You know, if you want your equipment spec'd into places, you know, if you want certain things to be seen and done, and you want me to put that to the forefront of what I'm doing, and listen, this is not new.
Right.
This is just in different areas now, different platforms.
Yeah.
This has been going on behind the scenes forever. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's what I find fascinating is that this isn't a new concept. It's been going on since forever. It's just that now everything is exposed and the barrier to entry is a lot lower.
Exactly. You know, so for me here, I mean, I would love nothing more than to begin to work with some really great companies. Really great companies.
Could be you.
Could be you. Reach out to us and to build that brand that you have, to build that equipment following that you really want, to get it out there more, to my following, to the people that are listening to me, to my audience, right, and kind of bring you into that, and then my audience now becomes your audience, right. And that's how we're really gonna bring everything. That's how it ties together. I mean, that's what's gonna happen.
Right. And I love that because it everybody's helping everybody in that sense. And like the unique thing about this industry, I think, which is similar in the digital world with influencers and stuff, is that the end user is the main customer. And everybody else is kind of working together to service the end user. Right? Manufacturers have to go to the service companies that end up going to the end user.
It's all about the end user at the end of the day.
And so I think that's phenomenal because there's not as much of a conflict of interest. There can be, but there's not as much, especially when you're talking digital assets. Yeah, and people collabing on stuff. Like two random companies can collab on things.
Absolutely. I'm all for it. Like, I don't care if it's a service company. You know, competition is competition. Whatever. It's not going to go away. It's not going to change. Right. If you're in the same market with people, I mean, you're competition. Right. But you know, I would love to get some service companies in here, in my market, outside of my market. I don't care. Right. And, you know, we could collaborate. We could do things together. We could put, you know, you guys, you know, there's a lot of companies out there that are not doing anything. Maybe they see this today and they say, you know what, we need to gain a following. We need to get into this because I'm telling you right now, this is not going away, right? I mean, this is going to get bigger and bigger. Whether you believe what's coming down the road is coming or not, it's coming. Yeah,
it's like Gary Vee was talking about. To a certain point, you're playing offense by using social media and having a digital side to your business, but pretty soon it's going to be defense. Pretty soon it's going to be a minimal requirement. It's going to be a prerequisite for your company to have digital media side to your company.
Without a doubt. Yeah. So now's the time to start talking. The potential is going to be massive here, right? Because we are going to be grinding, and we are going to be out there. We're going to be at every freaking conference. We're going to be at every show.
Interviewing everybody.
We are going to be involved, and it's exciting, you know. And I'll give a shout out to Josh and Jake, everyone out at Windy City Equipment. They're doing their thing.
Yeah, big time.
Make sure you go listen to their podcast. Actually, just wanted to give them a shout out because they got some good content going on over there. So give them a listen. Perception Evolution podcast. But you know, they're doing it. So if they're doing it and I'm doing it, and certain other companies I see starting to tiptoe in, right? That's got to tell you it's happening.
Right, things are moving in that direction.
It's happening. Yeah. Now listen, you got to start somewhere. So you crawl a little bit. We were crawling, now we're standing.
Right.
Now we're going to start walking.
Right.
And, we're going to go down to NAFM, and we would love to start some conversations with the manufacturers. We've already got some really great leads and appointments that we're going to be talking with.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we should be going to NAFM when this airs. It'll be next week.
Yep.
So
a couple weeks before we leave. So,
yeah.
I mean, this is the game right now.
So what's the wrap up general statement, I guess, for anybody that's watching? Like, how do you feel in general about what the digital world is and how to bring in the food equipment service industry into the digital world?
So wrapping this up, then, bringing the food equipment digital world, into
bringing this industry into the digital world.
Bringing this industry into the digital world. Well, first of all, it's at the ground level for everybody. It's a fair playing field right now. If you're wasting time and you're overthinking it, give us a call. We want to talk to you.
That's good.
That's number one. Number two, we have the Food Equipment Digital Disruptor Group on Facebook that we're looking to build a community of people in the industry, and we're going to be putting out different content all year. We have a couple of cool ideas about revolving around video challenges that we're going to be doing to get you guys going on that. Because at the end of the day, this is all of our industry.
Right.
You can sit there in your offices and try to say, I want to be selfish and I don't want to help anybody. I don't want to do this. And I feel like that will be the detriment or the death of the future of your business in a world that's digital, because it's a different world.
Yeah.
It's not. We're living in different times. In the 2020 and beyond world, I think it's going to be crucial to partner with people on a whole other level. We can stay in touch so much differently. We're so much more connected than just a phone call every now and then. Now we see each other every day on here.
Right.
So the relationships are going to be forming, and they're going to be becoming stronger and stronger. And when you get to look inside of someone's company, inside someone's business, and inside the equipment manufacturing plants, and you see the work that's getting done, there's such more of a respect and loyalty and want to do business with that company.
Right.
So,
and we've experienced a little bit of that already.
Yeah.
Whereas we've made connections just strictly via social, and then when we meet each other, it's explosive, and we're willing to interact, we're willing to do business with each other because we've made that connection already.
Yeah.
And we know we're on the same wavelength, we're vibing, any other hippie words you want to use.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And just going back to closing this out again with the food equipment influence part, there's influencers all over the country. You're working with them every day. We're just kind of bringing this topic up right now because we're trying to build something here.
Yeah, and before you close, I want to bring this huge point up because I feel like it's overlooked. It's vastly underpriced right now.
Yes.
An influencer is vastly underpriced, whereas you could get a billboard and it'll be like $3,200 a month or something like that. An influencer with the right audience will be like a fraction of that.
Yeah.
And
now,
right
like
now,
you said,
for now.
Yeah, if you're, and you hear about it from different influencers out there in the world, like Facebook and Instagram. Everything is underpriced right now.
Right.
It's like we mentioned like years ago, back in the 90s, Google AdWords, how underpriced that was.
Right.
People say, damn, I wish I would have bought more AdWords. That's where we're at right now with all this stuff. In the next 5 years,
who knows?
You're going to see things skyrocket, because what's going to happen is all the big corporations are going to start pouring all their money into it. They're going to go all the way from commercial. And it's all going to come back to Facebook and Instagram. And, whereas now I could spend $40 and get in front of 12,000 people, it's going to cost me $400 to get in front of those people.
Yeah, you're gonna have billboard prices.
It's gonna get out of hand.
Yep.
And talking with Gary brought this up too, not to get off topic, or I know we want to close this out, but Alexa voice,
yes,
and all that. He was doing something saying, Alexa, buy me soap. And what came up was, okay, would you like men's Dove? Blah, blah. He said, you think that the end caps at Walmart were expensive? Wait until people start saying, I want to buy soap, and the first soap that comes up, you got to pay for that.
Yeah.
He said, you think the Walmart caps were expensive? Wait until this catches on, and people are in their shower, and they're like, Alexa, I'm out of soap. And then the first, they'll give you a couple of options.
Yeah.
Those are it's going to get expensive.
Right.
Right now is the time. So let's collaborate. Let's talk. Give us a call. Give us a DM. Give us an email. There's a million ways to connect. You know how to do it. And let's begin a relationship. Let's sponsorships are available. We'll get in touch with you. We'll talk about that. Get on our. We want you to be part of our journey. We want you to be part of our channels. We want to help you grow as a company. We want you to help us grow as people and as a company. And we want to do really good things in the business. Legacy, baby.
Rock and roll.
Legacy. Fucking legacy. And that's it.
Cool.
We closing it out?
Let's close it out.
All right. Listen, thank you so much for listening. We're on season 2 here. You are going to get tons of content on YouTube and LinkedIn. Make sure you go over to Malachy TV and hit the subscribe. And listen, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.
That's right.
Care Factor, season 2, episode 3. Peace.